Alright, there's the pig. I gotta figure out... Well, I need nails. I want the BCU. What I do, run by a total of 3 lock crates so far. Haven't been able to open one. And see, when you start doing the refining of the ore, the iron ore, takes 18 iron ore, 2 boards, and 4 scrap to make a key for the BCU. But sometimes in those lock crates you can find, it'll give you almost the whole 18 refined iron ore back. Sometimes you find enough in a lockbox to create another key. One thing this game doesn't do, and I agree with, you know, it's a good thing, you can't find guns or bows. You know, you can find some ammo, but the actual weapons themselves, you don't get those. You know, you gotta make all that stuff. The only slight exception to that rule, it's like if you raid the Rogue Hunter base, you can get grenades and claymore mines. So those are kind of nice. I think you can pick up premium arrows from them too. There's a bear. There's a bunny. I'm really just running around here looking for a building crate. Or any crate, but especially the building crate because I'm looking for nails so I can build the BCU. Which is... Oh, it's not nails, but I need that. Oh, I can make that right now. Duh. Okay, BCU's built. I got the overhead, blah, blah, blah. Oh, it was arrows I needed the nails for. Okay, 9 feathers. 9 nails. It was sticks, right? Four. That's actually 8. Because every one you make gives you 2. Oh, come on. Grab a couple more woods here since these are good trees. Now my regular playthrough, you know, I have the good recurve bow and I've upgraded it and everything. So I'm looking at that wolf over there to my right, and it would take 2 arrows. You know, the first one I hit him from here, he starts chasing after me. Or not even chasing, but running towards me. You just stand there, and as soon as he gets right in front of you, you hit him with the second one. And easy wolf. Really can't do that right now with this bow, because I think it would take 4 arrows to kill it. And by that time, I mean, I can hit him twice before he reaches me. So for now, that's why we do the whole foundation method. That last wolf kind of, I don't know, he did jump up on my foundation. I've never, yeah, seriously. I've had this game since, I don't know, a couple years, been playing this. That's the first time I've ever had a wolf jump up on the foundation and hit me like that. So if I were to try to figure out why, maybe I waited before I got on the foundation. Maybe that was it. Maybe because I jumped. I bet that's why. It's the same theory, kind of in reverse though, as catching chickens. When you jump, they don't sense you're behind them. That's why they stop. So when I jumped, I wasn't actually standing on my foundation, which is what makes a wolf run away. I was in the air, which is why I kept coming. By the time I landed on the foundation from the jump, the wolf was already right there. So that's probably why. I should have simply run up onto my foundation. There's, wow. 19 nails in that one crate. That was a nice one. 3 sticks, 5 arrows. Let's make a few more sticks. Yeah, now I'm at 110 wood, so I'm doing pretty good on wood. As I should. That's right, I said it. Made another stupid rhyme. Alright. Saw ya. Almost didn't see you, but I saw you. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Okay. Kind of went in the direction of the lock boxes, but I didn't see one, but I wasn't really looking for it. Let's see how this works. I'll place the BCU. You'll see what happens. Kind of the options that I'm given. Good. Needed the ammos. I could make another campfire, you know, just, but when I put the BCU up, I should just make the wood burning stove. So, number 8 on the hotbar is my BCU. We'll walk up. Now remember, when you place this is where it stays. Even if I move this wall, the BCU will still sit right here. Ta-da! Base is online. See that little white circle in it now? So if I'm running around the woods, I'll show you this way, and you're trying to, make your way back home, you can look for that little white dot. Here's a little pro tip for you. Next few days, hunters will start moving into the world. Wait, it's hard to see in this tree. There's that little white dot. Let's see. It shows you the direction of your BCU or your base. So you can't get lost as easily. Easier to see on this one? Nope. What about in the shade? Yeah, there you go. You can see it. A little white dot there behind the tree. Shows you the direction of your base. So if you ever get lost and you don't see that dot, just run up to a tree and you're looking for it. You're looking for, where's my base? What direction is it in? Yep, there it is. So you know it's that way. I know it, so it's being northwest. That's how that works. So, walk up, tap E, it opens up your menu. There's my free key. I will take that. And you can see all the different items you can build that you need the BCU to make. So here's the lockpick key. 4 scrap, 2 boards, and 18 iron fragments. To make the iron fragments, you have to have the refinery. So, not going to do that yet. I want the wood burning stove. So I have everything I need except for the power and the mass. Those will automatically build up. But let's make sure I have the 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So make sure I have the components I need to make it. Those will all... Ooh, actually, I want those. Those will all build up in time as I go run around, gathering other things. Oh, don't really need that. Don't need that right now. Don't need you. Don't need you. I did want to use the gunpowder and casings for more 9mm. Okay, so I'll use them all up. I tend to keep the ammos here in the upper right corner. It's just a thing I do. 2 cloth, what does it take? A light shirt, I need 4. So I have 8 or 9 arrows. That'd be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9mm rounds. Let's hurry up and run out there. See if I can find that lockbox key before it gets dark. I'm doing okay on ammos. Might get that wolf when I get back. But I can grab a couple of rabbits. Actually, I do kind of want rabbits now instead of chickens because I want the cloth. Cloth is used for making clothing. That way I'm not so dependent on the fire. Oh, that's a deer. So I'm not dependent on the fires at nighttime when it gets cold. I mean, you still are a little bit, but you can kind of run out, grab a few trees or something, and you won't take too much damage. I know I saw the rabbit, but looking for the lockbox. What was that? I see the wolf. What was he looking at? Probably nothing. What is that I see? These ferns, I'll tell you what, they kind of stick up. They stand out, and it's hard to tell if you're looking at a crate or a plant until you get closer to it. So, and watch, now that I got the key, I won't see a lockbox. That's the way that works. Oh, I am way, way low on stamina. There's a bear right there. I'm not going to be able to get that ammo crate though. Well, that grizzly's sitting on it. Yeah, now he's looking. Oh. Alright, bear. Not run. Yeah, see, I saw this little leaf of this fern right here. I thought it was a bag. I'm now getting kind of beyond the point of where I usually find a lockbox. It's in this area. So I'm kind of wanting to start heading back. As soon as I get this tree, we'll See where the sun is. It should be getting later in the day. It's pretty much straight overhead, so we got a little bit of time. Now out in this area, this is something I've heard referred to as, I have no idea, like the forest. You know, it's a really big area thick with trees. So a lot of people come out here because this is a good place to find honeycombs. But I can't do anything now with it. There's a moose. Not touching him either. I don't have the insect repellent. And if you go after the honeycomb without insect repellent, you get swarmed and the bees kill you. So, and I heard somebody talk, there's like a little, I don't know if it's a glitch or what, but they're saying if you stand directly underneath the honeycomb when you're beating at it, that I don't know if they won't sting you enough to kill you, or they can't sting you at all, something like that. What do they call it? It's not a hack, it's a glitch, or there's another word I'm thinking of. A bug? Either way. I've never tried that out. If I'm going to go after the honeycombs, I get me a insect repellent. Then I don't have to worry about if it works or not, because I know that works. A lot safer. Another reason why I started this off, you know, under like easy difficulty, is because if you do the hard one, there is no, you know, res back after you're dead. You're dead and the game is over. So every single bit of resources you've gathered, everything you've created, all of it, it's just gone. You're starting the game all over again from zero. So when you're running around looking for items like this, if something kills you and you're on easy difficulty, all you really got to do is run back to your bag, you know, back to your body, get your stuff again, and you can continue on. You don't have to start over completely again. But I will say that is just a preference. Do what you want to do. It's your game. I see a crate of some kind right here. Looks like a building crate. Yep. Out of stamina. Bad. So I'll whack on a tree. Look around. Nothing untoward coming toward me. Didn't find a lockbox though, did I? Still a little bit of a chance. You know, like I mentioned in a previous video, sometimes the things will spawn right behind you. You can literally run over a spot of land, hit a tree, and then turn right back around and there's something behind you that wasn't there 30 seconds ago. So it's always kind of a good idea when you get to a spot, survey your surroundings, and sometimes you'll see something that wasn't there a minute ago. Down in here, there's sometimes lock boxes, but usually up in this area right here. And there's a wolf down there, so I gotta... Lock boxes can spawn up here, anywhere in this area among these trees, and even down there in that little valley and on that side of that rock there, I'll see them spawn there sometimes too. So from where my base is, this area here is about the closest somewhat reliable lockbox spawning area. Not always, but it's usually pretty good. And of course, you know, you run around looking for the lockbox. You know, you're out and about, pick up everything else you see. And that's probably going to be about it. Now I see something there behind that rock, probably a fern. I need to get a little closer just to see what I'm seeing. Oh, just this dark patch of the ground right here. From up there, I couldn't tell what that was. There's a bear. Anything else? Nope. Alright. I'm hungry again, so shouldn't be running. Sun's going down, need to get back to the base. There's an ammo crate. There's a scrap over there. Kind of a cool thing about the shotguns, they're relatively cheap to make. And one shotgun shell would take out a bear, take out a wolf. So I do tend to make shotguns fairly quickly too. And I have a couple shells in storage at the base. And I picked up a couple now. That's, you know, 3 wolves. Let's butcher you. If you keep them for too long, they spoil. Yep, squeak all you want, bunny. We will have a water. Refill it. About halfway on stamina, but I'm almost at the base, so I'm good. Yeah, it's easy to see the little pointer now. That circle shows you the direction of your base. Really easy to see on this rock. So that's where your base is. Ta-da! It was the wood burning stove is what I wanted, wasn't it? Grab a couple more of these while I'm here. If you don't miss it. Yeah, and out of stamina. That's fine. Down to, looks like 6 arrows. 20 Babbitt. And chicken box. You know how I miss it like that. Alright, so mouse over. Oh, I'm gonna duck down too. Mouse over your campfire. Press and hold delete. You are disassembling, but you regain half of your raw materials salvaged when you do that. Alright, 500, 100. So all of my power and mass are what I need to build the Woodburner. And they go all the way down because I used up a bunch. It's, what's the key? Yeah, 575, so making the keys are, you know, we'll drain it. So let's see here. Wood burning stove, put it on the hot bar, number 8. I don't want to put it, yeah, up to the side a little bit. Actually, I can do that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's move this to the side. And then I will take this, press and hold end to move it. And I'll put that underneath. So there you go. So we will, let's see, have a match or nope, just have to make one. So we will, oh, you know what else? I do want the fat now. Yep. There's 2 rotten meat, which means that bunny that I shot that destroyed the carcass. If you leave it long enough, they just become rotten meat. It's another item you use if you're got like your fish traps out there. You can use that rotting meat as bait. Wood burner, ignition, and fuel. Ignite. And there you are. So the beginning of a base. What I would do here probably is I'll put a doorway right here. I'll put more foundations out on the sides, make it a little bit wider so you can, the idea is here, so you're out looting or whatever, you come back home, you run in your door, you can drop off all your stuff. Ooh, gotta do the water. You know, you're checking your power and mass, making sure everything's going fine. Refill your wood burner. Yep. And then like if I have other parts of the base built up and, you know, have a workbench and all that, you know, I might set that off to the side or something. But basically, kind of the way I like this is you run in and it's right here. Especially if you're doing things with time, you know, you gotta hurry up back to your base before your wood burner runs out of wood. You're not having to run through your base to it. Everything you need is right here real quick. So, there you go. The idea of the BCU. You get the free lockbox key. Hold on, I need my water. I go top it off again. I mean, there's no rules as to what you should or how you should do it. It's whatever you want to do. It's your game. But I would think the wood burning stove would be your first BCU creation just because you use it. You need the heat to stay alive in the cold. It's for cooking, for rendering fat, which becomes biofuel, which becomes power when you make a generator, which is actually one of the next things I'll do. And then you got floodlights, mounted floodlights. There's a refinery. You can make a bed. Nice thing about the beds are you buy respawn, so if you get killed out in the world, it'll either respawn you somewhere in the world, or you can choose to have it respawn you on your bed, which kind of makes a little bit more sense. Plant beds, power storage, mass storage. You see that you only have a max of 500 power and 100 mass. Well, you build these storages, and you can make more. Things later on, let me give you an example. The lathe. Lathe is a later on in the game thing you make, but you'll see it requires 2,000 power and 250 mass. So you have to make those power mass storages just to be able to create this thing. And you need the lathe to be able to create the elevator and the BCU cracker. So when you go attack, the Rogue Hunter's base, you can take that BCU cracker and it destroys their entire base. Again, later on in the game stuff. You got a radiator, provides a little bit more heat than the wood burning stove, but I never use one. AC, when it gets hot. Here's the distiller, so you have to make the plant bed, grow a whole bunch of potatoes, put those into the distiller, and then you're getting basically, pure alcohol, which is what you're using to make the Molotov cocktails. Diving station, create your diving rig and your oxygen tanks. So that's 1200 power and 200 mass. Plus 5 circuit boards, which require pearls, which means you need the pick to go swimming in the water and gather pearls from the clamshells. See, so that's how it all comes together, how it all works. I'm starting a new day here, but I've been recording enough to make another video, so I am going to end this one here. Show you a few things, a few tips and tricks, and get ready to begin another day. Probably do it by taking out that wool. Back to 6 arrows. I do have 10 feathers. Yeah. 4, 6, 8, 10, 16 more arrows. Now that's pretty good. So you see the idea of getting the bow first in hunting chickens. It's all about the arrows, the feathers, which become arrows. So there's ammo. And if you do that trick, I'll do it later. Anyways, I gotta go. I'll see you back here next time for Mange's tips and tricks of how to survive subsistence. I'll see you for the next one. This is Mange. Have a good one.